Hello everyone, welcome to our class. Today we are discussing the new chapter, Biological Classification. Biological classification is a basic discipline of life science. It deals with identification and naming and classification of living organisms. What is the name of the branch that deals with this identification, classification and naming of the organism? The branch that is known as taxonomy. Okay. Classification is required to understand the diversity of organisms. It also permits the grouping of huge amount of knowledge of life into a easily accessible system. As biology has become a part of our life, the classifying of living organisms has undergone through modification. When I am taking the chapter taxonomy, the living world, I told you that the history of taxonomy. So many scientists discovered and find out their own method to classification of organism. The first one is the famous Greek philosopher. The person's name is Aristotle. He is known as the father of zoology. Okay. First time he classified the organisms. He classified the organisms into plant and animals. Then he further divided animals into two groups based on their means the presence of their red blood cells. Some organisms having red, the blood color having red, and the other does not having red color. Are you seeing the cockroach having blood? Okay, so that type of organism. Then the later division occurs on the basis of their reproduction manner. That means it may be an oviparous or the viviparous. Oviparous means egg-laying organism, and viviparous means gives birth to the young ones. Then the next person is Theophrastus. He is a student of Aristotle, often known as father of botany. Okay, he classified the plants into trees, shrubs, and herbs. The main system of classification, these are not the main system of classification. The main system of classification, that is, this is biological, the main system of classification is 5 kingdom classification. Okay, 5 kingdom classification. This 5 kingdom classification include eubacteria and archaebacteria. They are included in kingdom Monera. Then the next one is kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia, and kingdom Fungi. These 5 are the. Now we are following this classification. This is known as 5 kingdom classification. 5 kingdom classification. What is kingdom? Kingdom is a taxon. It is the highest taxon. Kingdom is the highest taxon. So this one is Monera. This one is Protista. Then Fungi. Then Plantae. Then Animalia. Okay. So what are the features of all this? Eubacteria. Monerans are classified into 2 types. Eubacteria and the archaebacteria. Okay. So this eubacteria, it contains unicellular prokaryotic organism. Eubacteria contains unicellular prokaryotic organism, and the archaebacteria which contain unicellular prokaryotic. So Monerans, the main characters of the Monerans, they are unicellular and the prokaryotic. And next one is Protista. Protista are not a prokaryotic organism. It is a eukaryotic organism. And unicellular, some are multicellular. The next one is Fungi. Fungi is multicellular and the eukaryotic. The next one is Plantae. Plantae is multicellular and eukaryotic. And the other one is Animalia. Animalia is also multicellular and the eukaryotic. So we have to analyze, or we have to stress on the point that the Monerans are unicellular and prokaryotic in all ways. Clear it is. So these are the 5 kingdom classification. We are in this chapter, we discussing the features of all these 5 kingdoms and we end with the examples. Okay, we discussed the father of zoology. About father of zoology, Aristotle is considered as the father of zoology. The next is 2 kingdom classification. Now we are following the 5 kingdom classification. But at the first time, the scientists put forward two kingdom classification. The name of the scientist who put forward the two kingdom classification is none other than our Carlos Linnaeus. He classified the organisms just as animals and plants. But we know the fact that how we can include the monoerans, the bacterians into animal group. So there are some demerits for this classification. The main demerits of this classification are there is no clear-cut distinction in lower forms of life into plant and animals. The system did not distinguish between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Clear? The distinction between the unicellular and multicellular organisms were never considered. Then fungi, we know the fungi is quite different from the plants in several features, but they are included at that time. This fungi are included in the plant group. Okay, so these are the main demerits of two kingdom classification. So the scientist name is very important. The first time the two kingdom classification was put forward by whom? Put forward by Carlos Linnaeus. After that, three kingdom classification was put forward by Ernest Haeckel. H-A-E-C-K-E-L. Ernest Haeckel. Then H.F. Copeland, he proposed fourth kingdom classification. H.F. Copeland. Then after that, in 1969, Robert H. Whittaker, he created the fifth kingdom fungi, and it is known as five kingdom classification. Now we are following this five kingdom classification. He gave a new kingdom to fungi. Fungi are not autotrophic like plants, and they are not holozoic like. Holozoic means നമ്മുടെ ഫുഡ് വിഴുങ്ങല്ലേ അങ്ങനത്തെ ഗ്രൂപ്പിനെ പറയുന്നത് ഹോളോസോയിക് എന്ന്. Okay, and the animal, the fungi is not a holozoic animal. They are saprotrophic. Saprotrophic means they lives in the dead and decayed matter. Okay, so in 1969, Robert H. Whittaker classified the organisms into five kingdoms. The five kingdoms are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. According to NEET level, the one question is who proposed two kingdom classification? That is Carl Linnaeus. Who proposed three kingdom classification? That is Ernest Haeckel. Fourth kingdom classification was put forward by H.F. Copeland. Clear it is? Okay. Then which are the categories or what type of categories or criteria are chosen by the scientists for classifying organism? The first one is complexity of the cell. Complexity of the cell means it may be a prokaryote or it may be a eukaryote. Prokaryote means it's a primitive one. Okay, then next one is complexity of the body organization. Complexity, that means unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular means the organism made up of only one cell. Multicellular means the body of the organism contains more than one cell. Okay, the next one is mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition means autotrophic or heterotrophic. Autotrophic means they can synthesize their own food, that is autotrophic. Heterotrophic means they depend other organisms for their food, that is heterotrophic. Got it? Then the next one is reproduction. Reproduction means some organisms can reproduce by vegetatively, some by asexual reproduction and some by the sexual reproduction. All these are the criteria for classifying organism. What are the criteria? Complexity of the cell, mode of nutrition, complexity of body organization, reproduction. Clear? This five kingdom classification there are merits and also demerits. The merits of five kingdom classifications are: the system is more scientific and natural. Five kingdom classification is more scientific and natural. The prokaryotes are placed in a separate kingdom termed Monera. The main merits of five kingdom classifications are the five kingdom classification system is more scientific and natural, and the prokaryotes are placed in separate kingdom termed Monera. Okay, and all eukaryotic unicellular organisms are placed under the kingdom Protista. All eukaryotic unicellular organisms are placed under the kingdom Protista. Then based on the nutrition status of fungi as a separate kingdom, that is a justifiable. Okay, all these are the features or the merits of the five kingdom classification. I am again telling you, I am repeating the merits of five kingdom classification. The system is more scientific and natural. It provides a separate kingdom for the fungi. All eukaryotic unicellular organisms are placed under the kingdom Protista. The prokaryotes are placed in a separate kingdom that is termed as Monera. All these merits having this five kingdom classification, but it also having some demerits. So what are the demerits of this five kingdom classification? The first demerit is that virus. You heard about virus? Now we are conducting this online class section because of the coronavirus. It's the reason. Okay, we are facing a pandemic condition. So this biological classification doesn't give a proper place to viruses and lichens. Lichens are the fungal algal association that is known as lichens. So that is the demerits of the five kingdom classification. And the next the demerit is slime molds. Slime molds, it is a category of kingdom Protista. Slime molds kept under kingdom Protista, but it shows some variations from the kingdom Protista. Then the next one is the kingdom Monera and Protista comprise heterogeneous forms of life. All the organisms in kingdom Monera and Protista not having the common characters. Some are diverging, some are different from them, but we provide them in a separate kingdom, kingdom Protista and the kingdom Monera. All these are the main demerits of the five kingdom classification. Okay, so the five kingdom classifications are kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Don't forget to read your textbook after our this online class. Okay, the textbook is very important. So many examples you can see in your textbook. Study it very carefully. Here I am giving only some points. Okay, so read your textbook very clearly. First one that we are discussing, that is kingdom Monera. So first category that we are discussing, that is kingdom Monera. The term Monera was coined by or given by Ernest Haeckel. So it contains a group of unicellular prokaryotic organism. That is very important. And Monerans are considered as the primitive organism. We know the fact that prokaryotic organisms are primitive. So the Monerans are the primitive organism. They are most abundant of all organisms due to their versatility of their habitat. That means these bacteria. Monierans include bacteria. They can live any condition or any temperature. Okay, that's why the number of they are seen in abundant. Then the main features of kingdom Monera are prokaryotic, unicellular, and the cell wall. They are having a cell wall. The covering of the cell, that is known as cell wall. And the cell wall is covered by polysaccharides and polypeptides. Polysaccharides, it's a type of carbohydrate, and polypeptides means protein units. Okay, so the cell wall of the Monera are covered by polysaccharides and polypeptides. And the term prokaryote means their membrane, the nucleus is not covered by any membrane. Usually the nucleus is covered by membrane, that is known as nuclear membrane. That type of nuclear membranes are absent in the case of Monera. That's why it is known as prokaryotic. Clear it is? Some of the Monerans are autotrophic. Autotrophic means they can synthesize their own food. But some are heterotrophic, depend other organism for their food. And the reproduction, mainly it having the reproduction, asexual reproduction by binary fission. What is binary fission? The parental body divides into two, and the each part lives a separate life. That is known as binary fission. Clear it is? So what are the features or characteristics of kingdom Monera? That's very important. It's a prokaryotic, unicellular, membrane bound, nucleus are absent. The cell wall are covered by polysaccharides and polypeptides. They are autotrophic or heterotrophic. Then the reproduction mainly by the asexual reproduction. Got it? Then some of them are parasites. Parasites means lives in other organism body as pathogen. Pathogen എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ രോഗം വരുത്തുന്നത് കേട്ടോ. ഇനി habitat. Habitat means where they are lives, where they are seen. So Monerans, I told you that Monerans are seen everywhere, in hot springs, ocean floor, desert, inside the body of plants and animals. Everywhere these Monerans can be seen. Monerans are classified based on their structure. So the round shaped bacteria, that is known as coccus. Round shaped bacteria, that is known as coccus. No need of looking this one, you just look this coccus. The round shaped bacteria, that is known as coccus. Clear? Then the next one is, you can see this one, this coma shaped one. Coma shaped one, that is known as Vibrio. And a rod shape, that is known as Bacillus. And the spiral shape is known as spiral. Spiral shape is known as spiral. So these are the four types of bacteria that we can see. Round shaped bacteria, that is known as coccus. Okay. Spiral shape, spiral. Then rod shape, Bacillus. Rod shape, Bacillus. Okay, then the coma shape, Vibrio. Not to worry, textbook having the pictures, read it carefully. Coma shape, Vibrio. Okay. The next is for the locomotion. Locomotion means what? Movement. The Monerans need flagella. For the locomotion, the Monerans need flagella. Okay. So here, how many flagella you can see here? Only one. At one end they can say only one flagella is there. That is known as monotrichous. ബോഡിയുടെ ഒരറ്റത്ത് മാത്രം ഫ്ലജല്ല കാണുക. അതിന് വിളിക്കുന്നത് പേരെന്താ? മോണോട്രിക്കസ്. ഓക്കെ. Next one is the two side. Both the side it having one flagella, that is known as amphitrachus. Amphitrachus. Okay. Then the next one is both side having more than one flagella, that is known as Lophotrichus. Lophotrichus. Okay. Then the next one is body full. The body covered, it contains flagella, that is known as Peritrichus. So what is the type of the flagellation? Depending on the number of flagella, the bacteria are classified into following types. The first one is monotrichus. Monotrichus means only one flagellum at one end. Okay. Amphitrichus means one flagellum attached to each end. Then the cephalotrichus, not cephalotrichus is there. Then the peritrichus means the full number of flagella are present all over the body, that is known as peritrichus. Lophotrichus means many flagella. Lophotrichus means many flagella seen in both ends, that means opposite end. Then Etrichus. Etrichus means no flagella. No flagella. Okay, so the image of this type of flagellation I gave you after this class.